Sundaraaya Tasmai Maha-prema Rasapuraya Sri Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Prema Purushottama who gives Krishna Prema indiscriminately. Krishna Prema is the fifth Purushartha, that is the goal of our human life, rarely achieved human birth. Prema dhana bina daridra jivan dasa pari betan mori deva prema dhana. This is our prayer. We are eternal servants of Krishna, but we have forgotten Krishna from time immemorial. Krishna only says, Anadi Bahirmukha, Oti Maya Tare Deva Samsaradi Dukha. From time immemorial, we have forgotten Krishna, therefore we have been put here in this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence, captured by Maya, and have been suffering from time immemorial. So, but Krishna is very, very merciful. He makes arrangement. How? We again remember him. How we again re-establish our eternal loving relationship with him. So he makes arrangement. First, he gives Veda Puranas, Maya Mudhar Jiven Nahi Krishna Smruti Jnana, Jivere Kripai Koile Krishna Veda Purana. This is Krishna's Kripa, mercy, that he gives Veda Puranas. He is empowered incarnation. This is Vyasdev who came in this Kali Yuga, who wrote all these, who compiled all these Vedas, Upanishads, Vedic literatures for us. Krishna speaks through those Veda Puranas, and what is said there, it is to be understood in Tattva. Evam joviti tattvataha tekta deham punarcharma naiti samangiti Arjuna. It has to be understood in Tattva. Tattva vichar. Two types of considerations are there. Apad vichar, Tattva vichar. Apparent consideration and absolute consideration. All of us accept apparent consideration, but it is not easy thing to accept Tattva vichar or understand in Tattva. Therefore, Tattvadarshi Guru is required. Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Apna ki Janan Krishna Mor Pavut Rahata Jiver Bhagyan. Shastra, in the form of Shastra, Vedic literature, Krishna appears or Krishna gives Vedic literature, and Guru and Krishna sends his dear devotee, which is bona fide representative. In other words also, Krishna appears as Guru, who is in the heart as Paramatma, known as Chaitya Guru. He assumes a body and appears as Guru. Krishna Guru Rupa Kana Shastriya Pramani. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami has written that thing. Krishna Guru Rupa Kana Shastriya Pramani. This is Shastra Pramana. This is the evidences given in Vedic literature that Krishna assumes the form as Guru. Sakyad Hari. He is Sakyad Hari. Guru is as good as Hari. Sakyad Hari Tena Samasta Shastri Uttastatha Bhavyata Eva Sadabhi Kintu Prabhurjya Priya Eva Tasya Bandi Guru Sri Charana. In Guru Vashtaka, you offer this prayer every day in the morning. Guru, who is Guru, he is Sakshat Hari, he is as good as Hari, he is Sevak of Bhagavan, he is servitor of Bhagavan. Krishna is Sevya Bhagavan and Guru is servitor of Bhagavan, Sakshat Hari. He is very intimate, Guru is very intimate, very dear, servitor of Krishna. So, Krishna Guru Rupahano, Shastra Praman, the Shastra Praman, or Vedic evidence says that Krishna comes as Guru, assumes the body as Guru, and appear before us, those who are very eager and inquisitive to understand this tattva. Otherwise, nobody can understand tattva. So, Tattvadarshi Guru, who is the seer of the truth, the knower of the truth, one should approach such a Guru. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekyanti devyano jnanina tattvadarshina. Gita, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, when Tattvadarshi, with the seer of truth, one should approach such a Guru, pranipata, should surrender and render service to him, please him, then humble bent of mind, very humbly you ask, inquire, tattva. Then out of mercy, Guru will impart jnana. So, then hearing from Guru, we can understand who we are. Oh, we are Krishna Dasa. We are Krishna Dasa. Sadhu Guru, hearing from Sadhu Guru, one can understand, otherwise conditioned soul cannot understand. Conditioned soul cannot understand. Krishna conditioned soul cannot understand his own Swarup. You follow? Shastra Guru Atma Rupi Apna ke janan. Krishna more Prabhu Trata Jivira Jnana. Krishna is my master. Master Prabhu Trata, deliverer. Then you can understand. Nija tattva dhaniyar sansar nacha ekena vapujiru maya korya hai. When you understand who am I, oh, I am Krishna Dasa. I am Krishna Dasa. But what I am doing? I become Maya Das. Isn't it? Maya Das. Many lakhs of time. I have not become Krishna Das. I have not become Krishna Das, I have become Maya Das. Lakhs of lives I have already spent becoming Maya Das. Then say, alas, 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 why I have become Maya Das? I am Krishna Das. Hearing from Sadhguru, understand this thing. Otherwise you cannot understand. Can they bole, oh he Krishna, Amito Das, Tomar Chon Chadi Koinusar. Then will cry. Then will cry and say, oh Krishna, I am your Das. I am your Das. Do you understand? But I have not taken shelter at your lotus feet. I have disregarded your lotus feet. Therefore I have been suffering and put in this dreadful ocean of material existence. So I am completely doomed. Do you understand? When you cry, when the hearing from Sadhguru, understanding one's own Swarup and Baddha Jiva conditioned soul cries in that way. Krishna immediately, who is there in your heart, wakes up, oh, he is now crying for me. He is now crying for me. My servant is crying for me. Then Krishna showers his mercy on you. You understand? Krishna dena chissakti ravala maya hoy durbala. Then you get chissakti ravala, spiritual strength. That comes from Krishna through Sadhguru. Then you will be strong, you will get strength. Then Maya will be powerless. Then Maya will be powerless, you will be able to kick Maya and get out of the clutches of Maya. Otherwise, you have no strength. Daivihesa gunamayi, Maya Drataya, isn't it? Though Maya Shakti, illusory energy, is external energy, inferior energy, still very strong, isn't it? Very strong. You have no strength at all to get out of Maya. Yes. But when you get spiritual strength. Chit-shakti bala, spiritual strength. That strength comes from Krishna through sadhu. Then he becomes strong, Maya will become powerless. Then you will be able to kick Maya. Do you understand? Maya ke pichone raki Krishna pani chai. Keno abhojilu Maya kore hai hai. Do you understand? Maya ke pichone raki Krishna pani chai. And then he can push out. Get out, Maya! Get out from here! Push her back. Not looking at Krishna. Do you understand? Looking at Krishna. No more looking at Maya, isn't it? But Maya is so strong. And even a moment, alluring you, enchanting you, isn't it? Yes. Alluring you and enchanting you. When you step out from Maya's laps. So many years you have slept in Maya's laps. Step out from Maya's laps, hearing from Sadhguru, understanding your Swarup. Maya becomes very strong, furious, and shows her last strength. Yes, last drop. What says? Comes up. Very beautiful maiden. You understand? Very beautiful maiden. Nice flower garland in the hand. Do you understand? Holding. Nice sari put on. Smiling. Tinkling. Nupur on the feet. And Guru speaking. Look at Krishna, you are Krishna last. Yes, Krishna is calling you. Yes, Krishna is calling you. Come to me. Maya is standing. Hey, come to me. Looking there again. Go, where to go? You understand? If you are really strong, gotten the real mercy of Sadhguru and mercy, gotten the strength, spiritual strength, very strong. Get out, you, Maya. Ugly witch, Maya. Maya is ugly witch. Has she any beauty? Krishna is all beautiful. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesa Swam. His beauty far excels that of crores of cupids. Is there any beauty in Maya? Bhaktaraj, are you looking at Maya? Or a Brahma looking at Maya? Completely in the trap of my... Hey! Yeah, on my trap now. Where he'll go? Do you understand? Hare Baba, such is Maya. Do you follow? But one who is completely surrendered unto Maya Adhisa, Mami Vadi, Prabhudanti Maya Mitam Taranti. Krishna is Maya Adhisa. He is the master of Maya. Do you understand? Maya is his maid servant. Completely surrendered and get Krishna's mercy, full mercy, strength. Krishna will tell him, hey, let him free. The Maya will let you free. Always not easy thing to get out of the losses of Maya. Therefore, Sadhguru's kripa is required. Dasya prasada, Bhagavad prasada. Sadhguru's kripa, thereby you get Krishna kripa. So this is our prayer. At the lotus feet of Sadhguru, how can we get that kripa? Do you understand? To serve Sadhguru, get his mercy. Vaishnavas, very merciful. Vancha kalpaturvishya, kripa sindhuvasya patidanam pavanebhyo. So Vaishnavas, Vancha kalpatur, They are the desire fulfilling tree. You understand? Very, very merciful. So always. तांदेर चरण से भी भक्त सनिवास जन्मे जन्मे हो यही विलास. तांदेर चरण से भी भक्त सनिवास जन्मे जन्मे हो यही विलास. Life after life we should cherish this desire only. How can we get this opportunity of staying in the association of devotees? That is secured position. Association sadhu and devotee is very secured position. Maya cannot enter there. We follow, Maya cannot enter there. Where such a sadhu is there, in whose heart Krishna has taken rest, Krishna has taken rest, whose heart is Vrindavan, Krishna is always there. Maya cannot enter there. You understand? One who remains in the association sadhu, Maya cannot catch him. You understand? So this is our only desire. How life after life will get the association of sadhus. All Mahas and all great elevated devotees, they have desired this boon, let this boon be granted to us, this Sadhu-sanga. Otherwise, nothing, no boon is there in material world. He is a fool who gets out of Sadhu-sanga. Who gets out of Sadhu-sanga. Do you understand? So, he is cut up by Maya. Do you understand? He is a fool. He is unfortunate. Hata-bhaga. He is unfortunate. He loses what he has gotten. Do you understand? Gets out. So always we have to seek the opportunity of Sadhu-sanga. Sadhu-sange Krishna naam ekmatra chai. Sansar jintyar kon vastu nahi. Only thing required, Sadhu-sanga and the association of sadhu. Hear Krishna Katha and chant Hare Krishna, remain, then nothing is there in this material world. This is the only boon required. Then you will get the strength, spiritual strength, and very easily kick Maya, get out of the process of Maya, can cross this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. Understand? This is the only required. So, you know Raghunath Das. No? Raghunath Das. One of the 6 Goswamis, and also who gave this, performed this festival, Chudadabhi festival, and the, let's say, devotees of Nityananda Prabhu, Gour and gets, he got Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, thereby mercy of Mahaprabhu. Nitaira Karuna Hobe, Brother Radha Krishna Pave. Get the Nitaira Karuna, mercy of Nitai. Then you will get, enter into Brajabhumi and approach Radha Krishna. Nitaira Karuna, then you will get Gaura Krupa, Gaura Mahaprabhu's Krupa, then Krishna Krupa. This is our process, Gaudiya Vaishnava process. We beg mercy this way. So, Raghunath Das' uncle was Kalidas. You understand? Raghunath Das' uncle was Kalidas. He does one thing, Kalidas. But he only eats the remnants of Vaishnavas. Throughout his life he became old. From childhood to old age. Only he eats the remnants of Vaishnava. Do you understand? Thereby he gets mercy. His whole life he did it. So, once he came, many devotees are there. Mahaprabhu was there. 500 years ago, many Gaura Bhaktas were there, his associates. And Kalidas was taking the remnants of all the Vaishnavas, all the dear devotees of Mahaprabhu. If he sees a Vaishnava, he pays obeisances and gives him nice presentation. Yes, if you have to give something, give it to a Vaishnava. Krishna says that thing. That Vaishnava, Sadhu is so dear. He is as good as myself. So, sacha pujyam jathayam. Sacha pujyam jathayam. Tathakrajyam. If you want to give something, give to him, and what he gives success as prasad. And he should be worshipped as I am worshipped. That he says. And Kalidas was doing that thing. So, and one who is a Vaishnava, he doesn't belong to any caste. Vaishnava jati buddhi. One who says the Vaishnava has some caste, or what caste you belong to, is Pasandisa, Narakisa. He is a great offender, he will go to hell and suffer. So, this Kalidas is such a devotee. He pays obeisance to all Vaishnavas, presents nice presentation, gifts to all Vaishnavas, and accepts their remnants. At that time, one dear devotee of Mahaprabhu was there, a great devotee, his name was Jhadu Thakur. You understand? Jhadu Thakur. Jhadudar though is scavenger. Scavenger, understand? No scavenger.
Scavenger.
Scavenger, yes. You don't know. You don't know?
Yeah.
Yes, scavenger. It was very low caste. So, with a broomstick, cleans the road. The government employs them, scavengers. Cleaners. The scavenger, Jhadu Thakur. He is born in very low caste, but he is very dear devotee of Mahaprabhu. One day Kalidas went to his house. Went to his house at evening time, and he had taken very nice honey sweet mango. Honey sweet, very sweet mango, ripe mango. He had taken with him, presented him, and paid dandavat to Jhadu Thakur and his wife. Both of them were great devotees. Jhadu Thakur saw such a nice guest has come to our house. And I am a low caste. Always thinks lowest of the low, as Kalidas Thakur thinks himself lowest of the low. Kalidas Thakur, though Namacharya, great elevated devotee, but he was born in Mohammedan family and always thinking, I am very, very low. That is a nice attitude. Do you understand? No pride. Guest has come, this is our etiquette. We should give best service to our guest. So, in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is mentioned. What to do? That Thakur immediately thought of, all right, there is a Brahman's house, nearby, so I will make some arrangement of food there in Brahman's house. Because I am low caste, so I cannot prepare food and give to Jhadu, this Kalidas. He is elevated person, Brahman, do you understand? So he thought in that way. So it is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Ami nicho jati tumi otiti sarvo tamo. Ami
nicho jati tumi atiti sarvo tamo.
Kon prokare karimami kumaro sevono.
Kon prakare karimami tomara sevana.
Agyan deho brahmana ghare anna loyandi.
Agya deha brahmana gare analana diye
তাহা তুমি প্রসাদ পাবো তবে আমি দিয়ে
taha tumi prasad pabo tabe ami diye.
You have gotten that? Yes.
So,
Translation.
Jadu Thakur is speaking to Kalidas. I belong to a low caste, and you are a very respectable guest.
Yes.
How shall I serve you?
Mm.
If you will permit me, I shall send some food to a Brahmana's house, and there you may take prasad. If you do so, I shall then live very comfortably.
Jadu Thakur said like that. But what Kalidas said, Kalidas kohe Thakuro kripa karo more. Kalidas kohe Thakuro
Kripa kara more
tomaro dosone ainu mui patito pamore.
Tomara darshane ainu mui
patito pamore. Pavitro hoinu mui ainu darsana. Pavitra hoinu mui ainu darsana. Krutartho hoinu moro সফল জীবন
Kritata inumona safala jivana
এক বাঞ্ছা হয় যদি কৃপা করি করো এক
Vansha Yaji Kripakari Kara
অদরজ দেহ পাদ মোর মাথে
Raja Dehavara Moramate Dara.
Then Kalidas said this thing.
Kalidas replied, My dear sir, please bestow your mercy upon me. I have come to see you, although I am very fallen and sinful. Simply by seeing you, I have become purified.
Yes. দর্শনে পবিত্র করো এই তোমার গুণ গঙ্গার পরশ হইলে পশ্চাতে পাবন দর্শনে পবিত্র করো এই তোমার গুণ if you go to Ganges and touch the Ganges water you may be purified but দর্শনে পবিত্র করো এই তোমার গুণ if you go and see a Vaishnava and Vaishnava casts his merciful glance on you, you immediately become purified. You see, who is greater? Ganga or Vaishnava? If you go to Ganga, you may touch Ganges water, then you may be purified. But only by seeing a Vaishnava, having darshan of a Vaishnava, if Vaishnava casts his glance, merciful glance on you, immediately become purified. You become purified. Such is that. And he says, Kalidas said, Pavitra hainu hui painu darshan. I get your darshan, therefore I am purified now. Yes.
I am very obligated to you, for my life is now successful. My dear sir, I have one desire. Please be merciful to me by kindly placing your feet upon my head, so that the dust of your feet may touch it.
I want some dust on your feet. Please kindly place your feet on my head. This is my desire. Kalidas said this thing. Do you follow? But Kalidas said, no, I am very, very low. I am born in low caste. I am scavenger. You are very elevated Brahman. No, I cannot do it. Rather, then Kalidas said, Kalidas expressed this desire to get his dust from his lotus feet, and if Sadhu Thakur will put his feet on his head, but Sadhu Thakur was not willing. No, I am very low. You are elevated Brahman, you are born in Brahman family, I am born in very low caste, I am a scavenger. I cannot do it. And then Sadhu Thakur quoted some Shastra. Shastra. That one who is a Vaishnava, there is no consideration of this caste. Jai bhoje sei bora. Jai bhoje sei bora. Krishna bhojan nahi jati kuladi vichar. Jai bhoje sei bora. Obhakta hinachar. One who does Krishna bhajan, there is no consideration of caste. You understand? And one who doesn't do bhajan is very low. He may be born in high caste. Name abhakta chaturvedi mad bhakta sopaja priya. Tasmi deyam tatugrajyam sacha pujya jathayam. He was quoting this. Name abhakta chaturvedi mad bhakta sopaja priya. Tasmi deyam tatugrajyam sacha pujya jathayam. One may have read 4 Vedas, acquired knowledge, Vedic knowledge, all 4 Vedas, Chaturvedi. But he is not my devotee. Not my devotee. Abhakta. He is abhakta. Non-devotee. He is not my dear. But one who is born in Sopacha family, Chandal family, Dagitas family, but he is my bhakta, he is very dear to me. Lord says, Krishna says, Tasmai deyam tatugrajyam sahaja pujya jathayam. If you want to give something, present something, donate something, so give to him, to my dear devotee, and whatever as a prasad he gives, just accept it, and he is as worshipable as I am. This is, he quoted, Kalidas quoted this verse. Again also, these verses are there, isn't it? That verse is there, Prahlad Maharaj says in 7th canto, Bhagavatam, Viprada Dvisada Guna Jutadara Binda Nabho Padara Binda Vimukhat Sopacham Varishtam Manne Tadarpita Mano Vachane Hitartho Pranam Punathi Sakulam Nato Hurimano.
A person may be born in a Brahmana family and have all 12 Brahminical qualities.
12 Brahminical qualities, yes.
But if in spite of being qualified, he is not devoted to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, who has a navel shaped like a lotus, he is not as good as a Chandala, who has dedicated his mind, words, activities, wealth, and life to the service of the Lord. Simply to take birth in a Brahmana family, or to have Brahminical qualities, is not enough. One must become a pure devotee of the Lord. If a Swapacha or Chandala is a devotee, he delivers not only himself, but his whole family. Whereas a Brahmana who is not the devotee, but simply has Brahminical qualifications, cannot even purify himself, not to speak of his family.
What are 12 qualifications? Dvadasa guna visishta. That mentioned.
Not in this. Not in this purport.
Not mentioned.
It is later on the scene.
Yes. What are 12 qualities? Do you understand? Brahman has 12 qualities. Maybe. Endowed with 12 qualities, but he is not a devotee. He is not a devotee. Do you understand? Dharmasya satyancha dama tapasya amasarjam hri stiti kya anasuya yajnasya danancha dhruti sutancha vratani vai dvadasa brahmanasya. Not there. Do you understand? This is dvadas guna. Brahmanas. Dharmasya satyancha. He follows the principles of dharma and he never utters lie. The Brahman, he speaks truth. Carelessly speaks truth. Satyancha, dama, tapasya, he is self-restraint. He exercises control over his mind and senses. he undergoes very austere life. Do you understand? Katha? Austere life, Amasyarjam. He is not envious. Amasyarjam. Hri. Titikya. Hri means very shy. Lajja. Hri. Titikya. Titikya means tolerant. Anusuya is not envious. Yogyascha danuncho. He always performs yogya. He gives also freely, imparts knowledge. Gyandan. Dhruti is very, he has patience. He is not impatient. And Shrutancha, and he has acquired Vedic knowledge. He is a knowledgeable person. These are, he has taken up some book, brother. These are 12 gunas. You understand? Dvadasi guna. Na sudra bhavad bhaktaste tu bhagavata mataha. Sarvavarne sute sudra jena bhakta janardane. One who is a bhakta, he is not a sudra at all. You follow? No sudra. You understand? One who is a bhakta, he is not a sudra. No sudra bhavad bhaktaste tu bhagavata mata. Sarvavarne sute sudra jena bhakta janardane. But who is not a bhakta? Who is not a bhakta of Janardhan, Supreme Lord. He may be born in a very elevated Brahman family, but actually he is Sudra. These are Shastric evidences. This Kalidas quoted. Kalidas quoted all these evidences, Shastric evidences. Nichakura, one may be born in a very low caste, but he is a devotee. He is very, very elevated person. He is a Vaishnava. There is no consideration of the caste if someone is Vaishnava. When Sadhu Thakur heard all these things, Sadhu Thakur, one is real Vaishnava sadhu, he is very humble. Trunadapi Sunichino. He is much humbler than a blade of grass lying on the street. He thinks himself more insignificant than a blade of grass lying on the street. And Sadhu Thakur, he is a pure Vaishnava, so he is naturally humble. By nature he is very humble. And at the same time he is born in a low caste. Then Sadhu Thakur said, Suni Thakur kohi Shastro ei satyo koi sei sreshto ei chejate Krishna bhakti hoye ami nicho jati amar nahi Krishna bhakti ami nicho jati amar
nahi Krishna bhakti
anya eiche hoy amar nahi eiche shakti
anya eiche hoy amar nahi eiche shakti.
So hearing all these Shastric evidences quoted by Kalidas, what Sadhu Thakur says. Yes, speak.
Hearing these quotations from the revealed scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, Sadhu Thakur replied, yes, this is true, for it is the version of Shastra. It is true, however, for one who is genuinely advanced in devotion to Krishna. Such a position may befit others, but I do not possess such spiritual power.
I don't possess it. I mean, Ichojat, yes.
I belong to a lower class and have not even a pinch of devotion to Krishna.
I have no tinge of devotion to Krishna. Yes. Anya itse hoy, amar nahi hoite sakti. Someone else, one was a Krishna bhakta, devotee of Krishna, all these are applicable to him. But it is not applicable to me. I am not a Krishna. I have no tinge of devotion in Krishna. He is so humble. He said in that way. Then Kalidas became disappointed. Oh, Sadhu Thakur is cheating me. Yes, he is cheating me. What shall I do? He became disappointed. all right, I have brought these mangoes for you, so I offer it to you. Please accept it and offer it to your Lord. All right, I am bid goodbye. I am leaving. Become disappointed, stood up to leave, go. And this is etiquette. A guest has come and is going, you must go with him some way to bid him farewell. It's not that you'll sit tight in your room, let's get yes go. No, you should stand up and go with him. Yes, to some way. You understand? This is etiquette. So Sadhu Thakur went with Kalidas and paid respect, followed him some way, and then bade farewell, all right. Then he returned. When he returned, what Kalidas did, that Sadhu Thakur has gone somewhere, so Kalidas, his footprints are there on the ground. Kalidas took some dust from there, from the footprints, do you understand? Then I got the dust. He took some dust from the footprints and smeared all over his body. Oh, very nice ornament. Yes. Do you understand this ornament? Then Kalidas hid himself at the backside of his house. Do you understand? Yes, he hid himself there. Sadhu Thakur then offered that very sweet, like mango, to Krishna. You understand? Both husband and wife ate it. And the skin and seed threw out at the back side of the house. And Sadhu Thakur, this Kalidas was hiding there. Kalidas was hiding there. And then he got the remnant. Now I'll get the remnant. Now I get the remnant. He's very clever, you see. So then got remnant and very gladly ate that, ate that skin and also sucked that seed. Yes, I got the remnant now. And he became ecstatic. Getting such remnants, Kalidas became ecstatic. Do you understand? So, after a few days, Kalidas went to Jagannath Puri Dham. Mahaprabhu was staying there. So, Kalidas went to meet Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu every day goes to the temple of Jagannath to have the darshan of Jagannath. And before, you might have seen, there are 22 steps in Jagannath Puri, isn't it? 22 steps. Have you not seen? Arey Baba, you are not inside. But from outside you cannot see. Yes, 22 steps, the door is open. So you can, from outside you can see. 22 steps are there. So, every day when Mahaprabhu goes for the darshan of Jagannath, then when the first step begins, so Mahaprabhu washes his feet there. First step begins, washes feet, there is a little hole, and that the all water is put in that hole. Do you understand? Yes. And Mahaprabhu's personal servant was Govinda. His personal servant Govinda. And Mahaprabhu has strict order. Govinda, you should see, nobody will take this water. Mahaprabhu's feet was in water. Nobody will take this water. It was instruction, strict instruction to Govinda. Govinda guards it. Nobody will take that water. Do you understand? But the day this Kalidas went there. Kalidas went there. And Mahaprabhu washed his feet. And Kalidas took 3 handful of water and drank it. And Mahaprabhu didn't debar him. That means he has gotten such mercy by getting the remnants of such a person. You understand? But everybody is devoured. Nobody can take that water. But this Kalidas was not devoured. You follow? He drank 3 handful of water. Mahaprabhu's feet was in water. And also that day Govinda gave some remnants of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu took some prasad. After a long time, his remnants given to Kalidas. He got such mercy. You understand? Kalidas got such mercy. Mahaprabhu mercy. How can we get? Because he has taken some remnants of Vaishnava. It's so powerful. So, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami mentioned, Tate Vaishnavero jhutha khao chari gunavado.
Tate Vaishnavera jhutha khao chari gunavado.
Jaha hoite paiba nijo vanchito sobo kajo.
Hoite Vaivanija Vanchita Sabakaja
Krishniro Uchisto Maha-maha-prasada namo Krishniro
Uchisto Maha-prasada nama
शेषो पहले महा-maha-prasada
Bhakta Sesha Hoile Maha-maha-prasada
Bhakta pada dhuliyado Bhakta pada pujo
Bhakta pada dhuliyado Bhakta pada jala
Bhakta bhukta avasesho Ino mahavo
Bhakta bhukta avashesha Tina Maha-maha.
Yes, reading this.
Therefore, giving up hatred and hesitation, try to eat the remnants of the food of Vaishnavas, for you will thus be able to achieve your desired goal of life. The remnants of food offered to Lord Krishna are called Maha-maha-prasada. After the same Maha-prasada has been taken by a devotee, the remnants are elevated to Maha-maha-prasada. The dust of the feet of a devotee, the water that has washed the feet of a devotee, and the remnants of food left by a devotee are 3 very powerful substances.
3 very powerful substances. Dust of a Vaishnava and feet washing water of a Vaishnava and remnants of a Vaishnava. These 3 are very powerful substances. Yes. Eitino. If someone gets these 3, definitely gets Krishna prema. Yeah, gets mercy of Mahaprabhu, gets Krishna prema, and example is Kalidas. Example is Kalidas. Kalidas is the example. How he got the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Drank 3 and full of water, nobody can touch it, and got the remnants of Mahaprabhu. You understand? His whole life, he was only accepting the remnants of Vaishnava, and especially how he accepted in such a, cleverly way. got the dust of Jhadu Thakur and got the remnants of Katha. Those had Thakur refused. You understand? This is the teachings there. Chaitanya Charitamrita. The Vaishnavas. Vaishnava means very elevated devotee. Very, very elevated devotee. Premi Bhakta was gotten Krishna Prem. Completely pure Vaishnava. That is Vaishnava. His remnants and his dust from his feet and his feet is in water. These are very powerful. Yes. This is the Dhartha, the Kalidas is the example. You understand? Therefore, Pati Janme Kori Asa Saroni Ruduri Narottame Korodoya Apona Pati Janme Kori Asa Saroni Ruduri Narottame Korodoya Apona Narottam Thakur sings such nice songs. Every bath after bath, Vishnu Thakur, I beg for the dust of the lotus feet. Narottame Korodaya Apana. Please shower your mercy on Narottam Das Thakur. That Narottam Das Thakur belongs to you. Belongs to you. Please don't refuse Narottam Das Thakur to give us mercy to some dust from the lotus feet. Pratijan Vipariyasa. Sorry, Guri. Narottame Korodaya Apana Guri. That Narottam Das Thakur sings such songs, nice songs. And one those who are Vaishnavas, they are very, very humble. Very humble. Punadapi Sunichi. They think themselves more insignificant than a blade of grass. I am the lowest of the low. I am the lowest of the low. And how humble this Dhara Thakur, how humble this Kalidas, and one who is desirous, is very eager and desirous of getting such mercy, mercy of Mahaprabhu, and they should first get the mercy of such Vaishnavas, those who are such elevated Vaishnavas, without hesitation, without, lajja, shyness, take the remnants of such Vaishnava, elevated Vaishnava, take some dust from his lotus feet and take some water. Put your water of devotion. These are very powerful substances, and the one who gets, who is very fortunate, definitely will get Krishna for him, and the life will be perfect and successful. Thank you very much. Sure. Any question? If you really get once, it's such a powerful substance. If you really get once, then you are such a fortunate fellow. And you will get always. What to speak of your fortune? Understand? So?
It's better to serve constantly that Krishna. Become servant.
Yes! We are servant of the servant of the servant of the Vishnu. Yes. Yes. Definitely. Yes.
Very much, these three things are being described as being very powerful. And we see that sometimes devotees, they get these three things, but they don't always get, it doesn't seem they always get these results that are described here. We see that many times it seems that devotees, they get these three things, but it doesn't seem that they get the results that Kaviraj Goswami is describing here. So how is that?
No result.
Also, you're just saying that they don't get, so maybe that's some indication, but what does that mean? You said if they really get.
Yes. If you really get, then it's so fortunate. What is the question?
So what does that mean if they really get?
You really get the dust of such a Vaishnava. Such a Vaishnava. Very elevated Vaishnava. Maha-maha-prasada. Maha-bhagavata, who is Maha-bhagavata, elevated Vaishnava. Yes, yes.
If one gets it and he doesn't have faith in it, will it work anyway or no?
He has no faith, then how will it work? Rather he commits offense. Commits offense. Yes, it is said. It is said. You have faith. You understand? You have faith. Others have no faith. The karmis have faith. Non-devotees have faith. No. One who knows these things, one who hears from Sadhu, he has faith. And one is very eager, how can you get it? Only he can get it. Such mercy. Otherwise you have no eagerness. You don't want it. How can you get it? Huh? You follow? I say, Mahaprabhu's strict instruction. Govinda, nobody can touch it. Nobody can take this water. But no restriction was there for Kalidas. Huh? Why? Because he deserves it. He deserves it. He is such a Vaishnava. He has gotten some mercy. He deserves it. Otherwise, how can one get it? Not easy thing. And one who has no faith, he cannot get it. And if he gets no faith, rather he commits aparadha. So it is said, in the presence of the karmis, those who have no faith don't accept it. Do you follow me? An elevated Vaishnava came and you washed his feet, you get that water. You understand? And you see, some karmis are there, those who have no faith, and don't drink that water in their presence. Keep it. Go to a very secluded place, no karmis there, just you eat it, get it, understand it? Yes, it is instruction, it is instruction. Otherwise, if in their presence they say, oh, what he is doing? Drinking this dirty water? He'll say this thing, and you hear, then you will commit aparadha. Understand? Yes, one should be very careful. Yes, one should be very careful. So instruction is there. In the presence, in the eyes of non-devotees and karmis, don't accept this. Yes. It is there. Otherwise you will commit aparadha. Instead of getting some, yes, I got, the result is reverse. Yes.
In that case, even paying obeisances when you see a Vaishnava, their karmis are around it, but it's etiquette that you pay obeisances.
We pay obeisances, that's all right. You just a great person, we pay obeisances. That's etiquette. That's etiquette. We pay obeisances. The karmis pay obeisance to their father and mother. Yes. Don't they do? That's not. But these three things, what I say, three things. Dust of the feet of the Vaishnava and the remnants of the Vaishnava and this feet washing water of the Vaishnava. These three things you should not accept in the presence of the karmis and non-devotees. That instruction. When they criticize and you hear, you commit aparadha. They commit aparadha, and hearing this thing also aparadha. Yes, aparadha. And one should be very careful. It is said one should be very careful.
Sometimes it seems that we make a distinction between different levels of Vaishnavas and taking the dust from their feet or being able to give it. For example, if someone were to touch an ordinary devotee's feet, that ordinary devotee he may not be, he may take some karmic reaction. He may not.
Yes, definitely.
So what is the consideration there then for an ordinary devotee? He doesn't. How does he feel about someone taking his remnants? What kind of reactions do you get for the remnants of food and like that? Someone takes from him.
Are Baba. Why, if he is ordinary devotee, why will give remnants? Then he is very pumped up fellow. He is not Vaishnava at all. Understand me? No. I cannot give you. No. You will eat everything completely clean and plain. You understand? One ordinary devotee, why give you remnants? James is a very pumped up fellow. Oh, I am great. Tell my remnants. He is a pumped up fellow. He is not a Vaishnava at all. No. Generally, it is not given. Generally not given. Not given. Therefore, what did he do? Kalidas went, just requested. Requested. Please, give some dust or put your feet on my head. He just requested. You understand? You should request. And with the elevated Vaishnava, you must request for it. Please, give me some remnants. You should request. If he gives, then we'll accept it. Otherwise, one is real Vaishnava. He never gives. No, I am not a Vaishnava. Why take my remnants? I won't give it. He won't give. He won't give. No.
But you say you should always request. Like Maha-prasada, you may steal that. May you also steal? You say so.
Maha-prasada is for one and all. It's Krishna Prasad.
But may you also steal Maha-maha-prasada, right?
And that I say Maha-maha-prasada is Vaishnava's remnant.
You may also steal that. You may also steal that.
Steal?
Because
just as you give an example of in taking these remnants from the dustbin, then eating. Kalidas. He says, can you similarly steal Mahaprasada and eat Maha-maha-prasada?
Steal?
If you don't get it,
without requesting, can you?
No, you should request first. And refuses. Sadhu Thakur refused. But in a very tricky way he got. He just threw the skin and seed of the mango just outside. So in that way, if you can take it and you have no hatred for it, you understand? What has eaten? You understand? Some skin of the vegetable, something there, is then thrown. He threw it in the sewage. Drain. Can you take it? Then you will get mercy. But you have hatred, it's put in the drain. Sadhu Thakur put this skin of the mango and the seed of the mango at the back side of his house. There is a garbage box. And he picked it up from garbage box. And no hatred. Get it? Can you do it? Then you will get the mercy. Otherwise you have hatred. It's put in garbage. Nasty things are there. Then how can you get it? Understand? Are Baba. Not so easy. Therefore request. Then he gives. Then it's very nice. He collected from the garbage box, Baba. This garbage box, so nasty things are thrown there. You understand? The stool is there also. Then can you accept it? You have hatred. And then the reverse effect will be there. The reverse. Understand? Yes. But one knows, no. It is not material, it is transcendental. It may be thrown into garbage or thrown into drain or sewage, etc. Such mentality is there. Not tinge of hatred, then you will get result. Otherwise not. Raghunath Goswami was collecting the throne of prasad, thrown in the drains, sewage. Yes, he was collecting it from there. Yes, collecting it from there and accepting it. Yes. You should have such mentality in your mind, no tinge of hatred. But it's a chadi gruna large. That line is there. That's not be hatred. Without hatred, without shyness, you accept it. Chadi gruna large. Vaishnava jhuta khao, chadi gruna large. That line is there. You understand? That is important. But you have a hatred in your mind. Isn't it? Chadi guna large. That line is there. If you have hatred for it, shyness, you cannot get the result. Rather reverse result will be there. That way you commit aparadha, offense. Understand? Yes.
Maharaj, for Maha-bhagavad devotee or a very humble, advanced devotee, will he always refuse to take his remnants?
Yes, always refuse. As Sadhu Thakur refused.
Sometimes we saw Srila Prabhupada, I was just reading it, Prabhupada on one occasion, the devotees brought him Maha-maha-prasada and then Prabhupada told them to distribute his remnants to all the people on the airplane that were there. So sometimes, how is it we understand that?
No. Not why Prabhupada say like that. One was no faith. He said, what? He is giving mine. He is nice. How can he say what he has tested? No. Vaishnava never does that. That's not correct. Prabhupada gives to his disciples. One disciple can take it. One who is not disciple, he has no right at all. No. He has no right at all. But if you come humbly and request, Allah, please, will you please have some mercy on me, give me something, you may request it. If he merciful gives, then he may accept, otherwise he has no right. Prabhupada. Disciple has right. Yes. Disciple has that right. Not the disciple. You have accepted disciple. Disciple has that right. Others are not. Why Prabhupada said distribute to one and all? No? He never says. He never says. What else? That's not correct. Yes.
Once they were with Prabhupada in the airport, and one devotee was distributing Prabhupada's remnants to not only the devotees but to the karmis in the airport, and Prabhupada stopped them.
Yes.
He said, no, charity starts at home.
Yes. Yes. But he said that's correct. Prabhupada stops. No. He never does. Vaishnava never does. No, only disciples can take it. Others cannot. You cannot give it. Instead of getting good, he'll get bad. You understand? He has some hatred or something, evil thought. And then he'll never get any good result, rather bad. He commits aparadha, and then he'll suffer for it. So sadhu is there to do good. Why should sadhu do bad to you? Understand me? He never does so. All right, thank you.
Shri Maharaj ki
Jai. Prabhupada Maharaj ki Jai. Samavita Bhaktivedanta ki Jai.